Good, happy Sunday evening, February 9, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Sunday evening, so let's get started. First up, we begin with breaking news. Suspicious death being investigated in Stratham. New Hampshire State Police, Stratham Police Department, and the State Attorney General's Office have responded to a suspicious death, according to a statement released by the AG's office. The death occurred at 200 Doman Drive in Stratham, authorities said. Timberland is located at that address. Police at the scene are not releasing information on the incident. The story will be updated. Three injured in shooting in downtown Henniker. 2 New England college students among victims. Injuries not life-threatening. Suspect is still on the loose. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9. This is from a press conference that the police department and Henniker Police Department and New Hampshire State Police had. Let's listen in.
And we're actually here today to officially launch our campaign to win the great state of New Hampshire in 2020. The best is yet to come.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
I'm Robin Davis, Merrimack County Attorney's Office. We just wanted to address the incident and where we are right now. Just to follow up, at 3 a.m. this morning, Merrimack County Sheriff's Dispatch received a 911 call in regards to a shooting. Local and state police responded immediately to the location, which was 4 Bridge Street. Upon their arrival, they saw and located 3 victims, 2 females and 1 male victim, all of them having injuries but non-life-threatening injuries. They were transported to the local hospital. And then the scenes were secured, and the police took over in regards to that, and I'll have Chief Matthew French speak to that.
Hi, I'm Chief French from Henniker PD. Just piggybacking on what the county attorney said, my officers responded to the incident where we had the 3 people that were injured. After that, we had mutual aid respond from all over the county, including state police. We had the state police tactical team and the local central tactical team cleared the college campus. And right now the campus is still in a lockdown status. And with that, we have Wayne Lesperance from New England College that wants to say a couple of things too.
Thanks, Chief. My name is Wayne Lesperance. I'm the Vice President for Academic Affairs at New England College, and I'm here on behalf of President Perkins. We're very thankful for the support and help that we've received from Chief French and all of the law enforcement officers represented here, and Robin Davis, our Merrimack County City Attorney as well. They have been incredibly professional, very supportive, and have worked with our students in a way I think that is the envy of professionalism. So thank you all for that. At this time, we are encouraging our students to reach out to their parents, let them know that they're all okay, and to immediately check in. The families of the 2 injured current NEC students have been notified by the college administration, and we are in contact with them. At this time, there's no need for families to come to campus to pick up their students. However, if parents or family members do want to come, please go to the Henniker Community Center on 23 Crescent Street, where they will be met by campus staff who can connect them with their students. Current students in Henniker are welcome to assemble in the Simon Center Great Room. Students returning from out of town must check in at the Henniker Community Center at 23 Crescent Street before they will be permitted to return to campus. Inquiries from families of current students may be made to area code 603-428-2223. Thank you.
So this is a continued investigation, an active investigation. There will remain a police presence here in Henniker and on the college campus. We are seeking information, so if anybody has any information, we would ask them to reach out to Major Crimes. That number is 271-3636, or the Henniker Police Department, which is 428-3212. We're not going to take questions at this time, given the nature that it is an active investigation and we're collecting and putting together all the evidence that we have at this time. We will update you as soon as we have additional information and keep everybody apprised of the situation. Thank you very much.
Okay, that was a press conference that they had today in Henniker about the situation that took place in Henniker this morning. And we can tell you that all classes at all classes on campus will be canceled tomorrow and will not be taking place tomorrow. So any student that are on campus, classes are canceled tomorrow. That is for New England College. Classes canceled tomorrow. A busy morning on WMUR TV Close Up. Take a look at this photo of all of these candidates right here. Micah Bennett, Deval Patrick, Elizabeth Warren, Tulsi Gabbard, Pete Buttigieg, Tom Steyer, Bill Weld, Bernie Sanders, and Amy Klobuchar came by for interviews today at 10 a.m. all the way until 11 a.m. It was a special edition of Close Up, live edition. As you know, Close Up is normally taped and recorded edition, but today was a live edition, a special edition of Close Up. That is very cool. And I watched it, and they did a fantastic job doing it. Adam Sexton did a wonderful job. He is a great political director for WMUR News 9. New Hampshire unsolved case file. Where is Maura Murray? Massachusetts college student Maura Murray drove to New Hampshire on February 9th, 2004, crashed her car, and disappeared. Missing since February 9th, 2004. Age at the time of disappearance, 21. Height 5 inches, 5 to 7 inches. Weight approximately 120 pounds. Hair brown. Eyes blue. Last seen wearing dark jacket and jeans. Case status, missing person, disappearance considered suspicious. Murray's vehicle was involved in a single car crash on Route 112 in North Haverhill. Police received 2 calls from 2 residents reporting a car off the road. The first call came in at 7:27 p.m. A local bus driver later told investigators he saw a woman standing outside the black sedan. An officer arrived at 7:46 p.m. and found the car locked with nobody around. Theories. Local resident Steve told WMUR at the time that no tracks were seen going into the woods in the area. Many people have theories since that Murray, 21, stayed on the road before she vanished. My initial thoughts is still what I think. Murray's father, Fred, told WMUR in 2014, somebody locally grabbed her who knows the area, knows where to go, knows how to get into some place and out of some place without being seen. I never had that feeling that it was a local person, resident Jenna Foley told WMUR. I always felt she was in the wrong place at the wrong time and someone came along. Nobody is sure why Murray left college, where she was a nursing student at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst and was traveling north. Her father was in Amherst visiting his daughter 2 days before she vanished. She borrowed his car to go to a party and struck a guardrail. No tickets were issued, but there was $8,000 in damage to the car. 3 months earlier, Murray was arrested on charges she used a stolen credit card number for a fast food order. That charge was dismissed as long as she maintained good behavior. Her father told WMUR he doesn't believe speculation that either incident had anything to do with her disappearance. The day before she left campus, Murray searched for directions to Burlington, Vermont, which were found in the car on February 9th. She sent an email to teachers saying there had been a death in the family and she would be away. She made a call to Stowe, Vermont, but never made reservations. She also called for information on a condominium in Bartlett where she had stayed with her family. Her father thinks that's why she was on Route 112, which connects to Route 16 and 302 in both directions of Bartlett. It's a road to Bartlett, which I'm sure she was going, Fred Murray told WMUR in 2014. She knows it like her backyard. We were in New Hampshire so much, at least 4 times a year. She was up there every year of her life. New searches. On April 3rd, 2019, authorities dug up part of a basement of a home on Route 112 in an attempt to find evidence in search of Maura Murray, but no credible evidence was found. Associate Attorney General Jeff Sterlzen said the home had been a target of increased speculation by private citizens who thought there might be a body in the basement. Ground penetrating radar used by private citizens indicated that the ground under the basement had been disturbed. Sterlin said search dogs also indicated there might be something in the area, but Sterlin said law enforcement officials did not believe there was enough credible evidence to get a search warrant. The current homeowners allowed state police and FBI agents to search the basement, but Sterlin said they found no remains. What happened today in the team of over a dozen agents and detectives went into the basement, Sterlin said. They cut that area, removed the concrete, and then searched several feet down and covered that area and beyond where that disturbance ground had been. And they located absolutely nothing other than a small piece of what looks like a potential poetry or maybe a piece of old piping. Tips. Officials with the New Hampshire Attorney General's office said not all adult missing person cases are concerning, but given the circumstances, this one is very concerning, and that's why there's been an ongoing criminal investigation. Can you help police solve this case? Submit a tip to New Hampshire Cold Case Unit. Now let's take a look at the video.
Of New Hampshire in 2020. The best is yet to come.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Okay, and there you go on that report. "22-year-old man fatally shot outside his Brockton home," authorities say. Let's take a listen to that video from WCVB Boston.
Nobody wants a divorce. Whether you're a man or a woman, let Cervisi and Associates provide the bridge to a new beginning for you and your family. With over 29 years of experience, you can trust our team during this difficult time. Learn more at cervisilaw.com.
We also spoke to a family member here off camera who was visibly upset about this happening, and those neighbors that you mentioned want to see those big picture issues here in Brockton addressed. Bullet holes blanket this Brockton home. In the daylight, you can see the measurement markers next to each hole. At night, evidence cones stand next to several shell casings. Neighbors describe hearing gunshots in 3 pop intervals, and then a woman screaming just before 9 last night. The Plymouth County District Attorney's Office saying 22-year-old Allison Barbosa was killed by the gunfire. Authorities say Barbosa lived in this house and was shot right on his front steps.
Very sad for our city, and especially the young people.
A ShotSpotter activation alerted police to the shooting last night, while this morning, detectives continuing their investigation into who killed the 22-year-old. This while children play basketball at a park just feet away from where this happened. The pastor at this church right next door says one of her parishioners' homes was hit by the gunfire as well.
They're in a state of shock just to see their neighbor basically got shot last night, and they went outside to help, but he was dead right there. So very, very sad for us.
Others here want to see the city do more for its youth.
We need a community where young people have something else to do besides drugs and everything else.
Now, police here not giving a motive for this homicide. Also, no one is in custody right now. We're in Brockton. I'm Peter Leopoulos, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Victim's identity in Clinton car crash that killed 3, injured 2. Police say teen driver did not have driver's license. Take a look at this photo of the car crash. Clinton car crash, Maine State Police source. State police say 3 people, all under the age of 18, are dead and 2 others are injured following a single car crash in Clinton. The crash happened on Hickory Road just after 7 a.m. Sunday. Investigators believe the car struck an icy patch of the road, skidded off the road, and struck a large tree. State police identified the deceased victims as 15-year-old Thomas, 14-year-old Emily, and her 12-year-old sister, Ashley. Police say the 3 victims were found dead inside their car on scene. At least 1 person was taken to Portland Hospital to be treated for their injuries. Police said those injuries are 12-year-old Navia of Clinton and the driver, a 16-year-old boy from Clinton. Police did not release the name of the driver, but said that it was likely that his speed and inexperience were factors in the crash. Police also said that the boy did not have a driver's license. This story will be updated once more information becomes available. Americans survive Thailand Massacre. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Now to the massacre in Thailand. This morning we are learning new details about the suspect that killed at least 26 people, an American surviving that rampage. ABC's Julia McFarlane is covering the story from our London bureau with more. Julia, good morning to you.
Good morning. The standoff between security forces and the gunman lasted for hours amid fears he may have taken hostages. This morning, at least 26 people killed and more than 50 wounded in a shooting rampage. The suspect, a Thai army sergeant, posting on Facebook about the carnage in a city 160 miles east of Bangkok as he carried on the bloody attack. The man first killing 2 people on a military base, stealing an army Humvee and weapons, then opening fire on people on the street and at a temple, before heading to a popular mall where shoppers sought cover anywhere they could. There, security camera footage shows the lone gunman walking down a hallway with an assault rifle. This as police worked to evacuate as many civilians as possible, including a US citizen who was rescued. Gunfire ringing out as the Thai troops giving chase push deeper into the mall to confront the gunman. Police sharpshooters finally neutralizing the suspect 16 hours after the crisis began. Today, Thailand's Prime Minister visiting victims in hospitals, recovering from wounds in the country's worst shooting spree. The Prime Minister calling the incident unprecedented and raising questions about the attacker's mental health. And the Thai Prime Minister this morning saying that this incident may have been sparked by a personal dispute, adding that he never wanted to see another crisis like this again. Dan?
Let's hope not.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night and bye, everyone.